Last year, false charges of Israeli war crimes surfaced in the international media. The ICC prosecutor, Karim Khan, that's the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, he said he planned to come to Israel to see things for himself. Before he came, he praised Israel's independent judicial system that investigates allegations of war crimes on its own.
Is Bibi Netanyahu a war criminal, or is he one of the greatest prime ministers in the history of the Jewish people? You know, there's a saying, tell me what you accuse the Jews of, and I'll tell you what you're guilty of. There's a lot of lies and accusations against Bibi Netanyahu that he's somehow a war criminal. But let's hear about the real truth, the real reason the ICC and Karim Khan are trying to prosecute the Jewish prime minister of the state of Israel.
Last year, false charges of Israeli war crimes surfaced in the international media. The ICC prosecutor, Karim Khan, that's the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, he said he planned to come to Israel to see things for himself. Before he came, he praised Israel's independent judicial system that investigates allegations of war crimes on its own. But on the day of his planned arrival in Israel, Khan suddenly canceled his visit. And that same day, he issued a shocking request for illegitimate arrest warrants charging me, the Prime Minister of Israel, and Israel's Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant, as war criminals. This opens the door for false charges against the brave soldiers of Israel, the United States, and other democracies who fight the terrorists that wish to destroy Western civilization. We were absolutely dumbfounded. We didn't know. What happened to make Khan suddenly change his mind? What made him cancel his visit to Israel to personally check the facts? Only months later did we learn the real reason for the sudden cancellation. It turns out that a few days before Khan's planned visit, a female member of his staff accused him of rape and sexual assault. Khan feared that his career would be in shambles. It would end in disgrace. After all, his younger brother, a former British MP, was imprisoned in Britain for sexual assault. Khan thought quickly. He hatched a plan. He would divert attention from the charges against him by charging Israel and me with false war crimes accusations. And the plan is simple. Scapegoat Israel, rally the anti-Israel mob behind him, and thereby escape justice. Since then, another woman has come forward with the same accusations against Khan. Now, Khan has since been suspended, but his preposterous arrest warrants and his patently false charges against Israel have not been removed. They should be removed, and removed immediately, for justice and for truth to prevail. Israel has let in more than 2 million tons of aid into Gaza. That's 1 ton of aid per person. And by the way, Hamas stole much of it. And Israel has sent millions of text and phone messages to Palestinian civilians urging them to get out of harm's way. Hamas shoots these civilians when they try to leave. And they do so in order to use the civilian population as human shields. That's a war crime. These arrest warrants and false charges against Israel are a travesty of justice. And that's why President Trump and Secretary Rubio have issued sanctions on Karim Khan and the other corrupt ICC officials for their malign activities. Thank you, America, for holding the ICC accountable. Because if Israel is prevented from fighting terrorism, no democracy is safe.
That's right. When accused, blame the Jews. Ladies and gentlemen, who's the real war criminal here? Is it Bibi Netanyahu, or is it the accused Karim Khan and the ICC that throws out false allegations against the Jewish people and the leader of the Jewish people just to destroy them? What a pleasure we have a leader with such power, clarity, and intelligence as Bibi Netanyahu defending the Jewish people and the entire Western world.